So I wanted to share with you guys. I realized when I did the anniversary of my channel reading, I knew it was an M month, but I looked back and it was actually May. So I'm like, oh, I'll just do another bonus oracle reading for May. So that's fine, double celebration. But it's these are from a reading that I just did. Was it yesterday? Or the day before, I can't remember, but what came out was pretty magical, so I want to share. These are the ones I'm going to talk about first are from the Journey of Love, okay? I believe this one flipped out, I can't remember, and then the one that was at the bottom of the deck just kind of confirmed what I was getting from it. And then I had a synchronicity with this card, Angel of Jupiter. Okay, and I'll put a link in the description box below if I can find the website again, but I mean it's common knowledge for people who know angels. I'm just kind of starting to learn about them, and I let it come to me. I let God send me information, and then I just go find confirmation. I don't spend time on websites Googling stuff and getting stuff in my head that I don't have any experiential knowledge of yet. So I have to experience it first and get it from God, and then I go, okay, so I'm like, okay, well, I was wondering what this Angel of Jupiter awakened. Oh, and it's number 6. That is so interesting. Okay, so I go and Google this, okay, Angel of Jupiter, and it's Zadkiel, okay, or Safkiel. It's spelled all different kinds of ways. So Safkiel, and I was just talking about Safkiel, and that relates to, okay, and there's green. Look at the gold and green in this card. So that relates to the thrones, the emerald ray, okay? That's the type of angelic that I am. And, well, I'll get to that. When we become a rainbow, we stem from the green ray and we expand outwards. So that's the center chakra, the heart chakra. Okay? So anyway, Safkiel relates to Jupiter. Governs the 6th heaven called Zebul. Okay, my synchronicity was Zebulon, and then now Safkiel, okay, governs the 6th heaven. And I don't understand all this yet. I'm just going with the little bits and pieces as God gives it to me. So the Angel of Jupiter, Safkiel, is related to the thrones. It governs the 3rd Sephirah, where the thrones, the Eralim, Oraphim, Ophanim, again, it's said all different kinds of ways. So, okay, so and then it's green, all right, gold, green. There's a 6 on there, and then the 6th heaven is called Zebul. Okay, and if you want to go back and watch the Zebulon tribe, how I got all the synchronicities to figure out that's also what so it's like all these things lining up. So that was just like a personal synchronicity for me. And, I believe, and I haven't read the Book of Enoch, but the little bits that I did get, because when I got Padmasambhava last year and Rainbow Body, all these dreams were coming to me. When I looked up Rainbow Body, there was one that was talking about Enoch, the Book of Enoch, and how when he saw God, it looked like a misty rainbow, likened to that of an emerald. Okay, so what I got from that is that the rainbow stems from the heart chakra, the green, and all other colors stem from there. And when your heart's centered, Christ consciousness, golden, Christos means gold, in Greek, Christos. That's what Christ is, the golden consciousness. It comes from being heart-centered, that green, gold, okay? That's why that color combination keeps coming to me. So when you are heart-centered, that green chakra, Ana, Hata, Ana, God's grace. When you're heart-centered, God's grace, Christ consciousness. That's when you become your rainbow body, and now you have access to all the chakras instantly. It's just one complete flow. And oh my god, Zebulon, Softkiel, the Aralim, I mean, just like, oh my god. And then the colors, it's just like, you know, there's just no doubt. And this was this the deck that had 3 cards that said grace on it? I believe. Yeah, so I mean, okay, so what came out, so I just had to share that because that was just like, you know, and last year when I was getting all this, you know, stuff about Tibetan Buddhism, Padmasambhava, the Emerald Order Orifim, the Emerald Double Matrix, okay, Diamond Consciousness, all this stuff, the 121, all these things started like flowing in. And I didn't really necessarily know as they were trickling in because I kept seeing barbells everywhere. I went on a hike with a friend and these girls, barbells kept catching my attention. They had pink fluorescent ones, you know, those hand weights, okay? It's like a barbell, like a Vajra. And then he stayed with me for a couple days, and then he had his weights, you know, dumbbells, okay? Again, barbells, like a Vajra, those hand weights. So it's like, this kept coming to me. I'm like, why is this resonating with me so much? I had a dream where I was holding it, a barbell, okay, in my hand like that, in your fist, holding the center crux, okay, and it was down at my right side. I remember very specifically, I looked down, I felt it in my hand, I looked down, it was my right side, I was holding it down on my right leg, like, relax. So I go to look up Vajra and all this stuff, it leads me to Padmasambhava, the rainbow body, okay, so this is, you know, the way he held it. There's 3 Buddhas, and he's the lotus-born rainbow body Buddha who held it like that, held the Vajra like that. One holds it with wrath, one holds it at its heart, I believe, and then, see, and I can't even remember the other. I was just like, oh my god, Padmasambhava, the rainbow, the lotus-born, that's the way, I was holding it like that in my dream. So all these synchronicities, okay, and then it's like finally coming to like, you know, like the tribal stuff, the 144,000, which is also the speed of light. Okay, and as above, so below. So it's, you know, it could possibly be, you know, those who believe that it's actually people, 144,000, okay, of the tribe, the God's people, God's chosen people, okay, and they're all different colors, they're all around the world, they're, okay, it's not one race of people, God's children, period, okay, yeah, so I mean, as above, so below. So if light travels at the speed of 144,000, I think, nautical miles per second, whatever it is, you know, it has to be represented in form, right? So, oh yeah, thank you, angels. And I was, like the rainbow, okay? It's represented into form in life. You see all the different, like, for example, this is rainbow quartz, okay? This one's mostly green and purple, but, okay, so all the different colors and crystals, that's spirit grounded into form. If you know anything about geology, that's one of my favorite subjects. I love crystals, rocks, and I, you know, aced that class. I loved it. Whatever I love, I do very well in. Metaphysics and geology were probably, and sociology, but those 2 subjects were my favorite, okay? And it's metaphysics and geology. It's like grounding spirit into form, right? Those 2 subjects, right? Is it not? And this is what we get. So all these different minerals that's what gives crystals their color. So the purple, fluorite, different fluorite, green, fluorite can be green, pink, purple, you know, so the rainbow of God is all around us. Not just invisible, okay, like the color, the crystals, okay, and flowers, the colors and stuff, but the smell, the rainbow essence of the aroma, okay, through your olfactory, when you smell something, okay, music, okay, so it's all brought into form. God is brought into form in different ways, this rainbow, okay, so the colors, the sounds, the smell, and I'm talking about the natural world, not car alarms and all, okay, That's noise pollution. That's not sound. I'm talking about the birds, the natural music, the flowing of the water, the beating of your heart, the drum, okay? It's beautiful. God is beautiful. There's no fear in God. How can you fear? It's rainbow. It's beautiful. It smells gorgeous. It looks gorgeous. It tastes gorgeous. It sounds gorgeous. It feels gorgeous. That's God. Engorged. Right? Totally abundant. So, okay, I wanted to share that personal kind of just, right? I mean, and it's full circle. And it's so funny because I'm coming back to that. And it's like, that's where I started in May. And it's like the Divine Mother. Hello, this is what flipped out. Okay, we're asked to be soft right now. That is what the Divine Feminine, with no distortion. Okay, no doubt, no fear, no distortion. That's where the distortions come from. Doubt, fear, the devil whispering in your ear. Oh, that rhymed. That was an easy one, though. So, soft. We're asked to be soft right now. Look at the flower petals. They're not rigid, barbed wire. It's soft. God is soft. Beautiful. You know? The only time lessons are hard and stuff, it's for your, you know, sometimes medicine's bitter when we oppose it, okay? When we transcend the pain of the bitterness, we accept the medicine and look how beautiful we become. We blossom, we get stronger, we know our own power. There's no doubt whatsoever how powerful we are. We have the power to make changes in our life. It is not outside of us. And it comes from something so soft and vulnerable. Look, just think of the vagina, okay? The divine, the vagina. Sorry, we gotta have a sense of humor, people. Come on. Get it together, man. Right? We gotta have a sense of humor. So the vagina, the divine, it's very soft and enveloping and encompassing and loving, right? But just think of the vagina, how, okay, soft and warm and comfortable, home, right? But it's so strong, too. The muscles that push a baby out, those contractions, I mean, jeez. The strength and the power in that softness and vulnerability. This is the unified polarity. The heart-centered Christ consciousness, Padmasambhava, rainbow body, okay? That's why we need to gain higher and higher and deeper levels of understanding. And it comes from not being afraid of your own womb, void, darkness, wild, unknown. That's why so many witches, or they call them witches, and burn them at the stake and stuff. Because it's like you don't understand it, so you oppose it, and you're going to squash it. Just like a spider. It looks so different and foreign from your physical 3D form. So you're looking at it from a 3D perspective, so you're going to oppose it. When you start looking at things from a higher perspective, you release that oppositional conditioning. That's part of the matrix. Okay? You can participate in duality. You can go back and forth and drive yourself out of your mind, going back and forth, oscillating between duality and oneness. We have to be aware that they both exist, and we choose. We have the power to choose. And it's time, I just got like a mustard color from, it's time to get out your mustard seeds, people. Where's your mustard seeds? Go get them. Go string them into a necklace and wear them around your neck. Make some bracelets, anklets, rings, earrings, nose rings, eyebrow piercing, whatever. And the reason I got all that from that soft was because this was the next bottom card. Okay, the cosmic butterfly is the cosmic womb. It's being healed. Okay, it's been oppressed. It's been burned at the stake. It's, you know, these the feminine seems magical because she's so healing and nurturing. It's like, how does she do it? Right? Because she's connected with God. But because a lot of people can't understand that, they oppose it. They see this dark womb. They're afraid of it. I'm not afraid of dark black mirror examinations. It's part of the process. You have to go through that in order to evolve, transform, You have to shed. You have to let God work through you. Go through your chrysalis, emerge, let your wings dry, fly away. So it's the whole collective that, not just twin flame, but the whole collective, the Divine Mother is being healed, reborn. It's May, it's Mother's Day month, you know, it's a 1 year, okay, brand new rebirth of the Divine Feminine. The Divine Mother is now going to be honored and cherished, protected, loved, reciprocated. Now we've been giving to depletion, to where it almost killed, you know, look at the oppression of the Divine Feminine in both male and female. Look at the world. That only exists when we have distorted masculine running everything. Not divine masculine, distorted masculine. And it gets distorted because of the lack of the companionship with the Divine Mother. And that comes from being afraid. It's so unknown. It's a lot of this is intangible. The magic that the Divine Feminine has is intangible. Oh my gosh, how can you do it? How can you be pregnant and give birth? And I mean, it's amazing. It's miraculous how strong we are. And instead of being in awe of it, and that can lead to idolatry too. We don't want that. We want to understand the magnificence of the beauty. Even if we don't understand it in a 3D way, it's okay. Because it's beyond the 3D. We're looking at things from a 3D perspective that are beyond the 3D. So we're going to have a 3D understanding of it. Okay, if you have a pea-size understand, what is that movie? The quote, the guy is saying, if you have a pea-size understanding of the world, or a pea-size, whatever, pea-size perspective, you're going to have a pea-size understanding, okay? If you let your perspective be wide open, your lens is wide open, no filters, no distortions, you'll have complete understanding. You know, when we fear the unknown, that's why women look at what has been done, and within men too. Their Divine Feminine. Look what's been done to it. So, because we fear what we don't know, instead of, you know, going and discovering what's in there. You know, the wild unknown, the cosmic womb, the cosmic butterfly. We're releasing all distortions associated with it, all old templating, conditioning, brainwashing, all this stuff's being released so that it can fully emerge and fully bloom into its true organic essence. No distortion, no interference, pure radiance. God, Spirit brought into form. Okay, and it starts here in the heart. And when you're in your heart, you're completely out of fear. There is no fear in the heart. Okay? No fear. And when your heart's centered, then all your other chakras, you can access them instantly and there's no distortion. Be stuck in your heart space and all chakras are their divine organic essence. No distortion. But you have to stay, this is where we are balanced. So, and then the animal ones I'm going to do separately because, there were so many synchronicities and I want to really devote, probably I'll do a short one on each one, maybe like a 5-minute one on each one, 5 to 8 minutes, you know, under 10 minutes on each one because the synchronicities with that, it was just amazing and magical. So, and then I just want to show you, so distant shores, okay, we've been distant from this Divine Mother, okay, it's been so foreign to us. All the, you know, oh man, if people still watch TV, all the stuff going on there with the brainwashing, the religion, TV, I stay away from all of it, okay? Because it separates us. Sin is in the separation. Okay, we start judging, clinging on to this or that. Now we start separating, dividing. That's when things start going wrong. So we're bringing the Divine Mother back in from distant shores, okay, and water, okay? And see how it's kind of like a heart, like a birthing canal, a heart, the light, it's radiating, it's coming, right? We're coming back. The Divine Feminine is being born again, brand new, no distortion, no interference. And total support by the cosmos, from God. Okay? Ethereal touch, that's what the world needs right now, is this ethereal touch, straight from God. We need it straight from God, baby, because we can't get it anywhere else. We've already tried that route. Where do we end up? Ego, fear. We need to get our information directly from God, not others, not anything outside of ourselves, not our ego. And remember, our ego is just an inner reflection of the outer distortion of duality, this matrix. The ego is hooked right into that circuit. Okay, and these are just going in order. When that card flipped out, this is how the cards were in line. Okay, so we're on the top of the deck. This is the next one. Spiral Dance of the Goddess. Hello, and this has been coming up for a lot. I've been hearing too, this golden spiral. This is what it is. You see a seed burst and germinate in time-lapse film or something. You can look it up on YouTube. It does a spiral. Again, it's just more like beautiful. This is the cosmic womb. I don't know. I think this deck should have been called the Cosmic Womb or something, because, I mean, it's so... Okay, again, here. Shifting universes. This is the new Earth. Okay, as above, so below. It's going to be a tangible. Okay? It's going to be tangibilized. So this is the shifting universes, okay, and that's a 7, that's God, okay? If we have doubt and fear, we're saying God doesn't know what he's doing. I don't trust in God. I have doubt in God. If you have doubt in yourself or any part of the process, you're doubting God. That's really what you're doing. And if you put God first, that's what I do. I put God first. And I don't have a 3D version of God. I have a metaphysical understanding of God. I was agnostic all my life. I never went to church or any of that stuff. I don't read the Bible. I only pull from it when guided. I only research stuff when I'm given a download, a dream. For the most part, I can interpret it myself. Some things I get urged to go on a trail of breadcrumbs. Even if I'm tired, they're like, no, I know it's 3:30 in the morning, but you need to know this. It's right now. Oh, okay. Self-initiation. You have to be an active participant in your own evolution. That's what I got from this. Self-initiation, and that's 12. That's also a Christ number. Okay? A lot of religion, they get distorted in the 3D, egoic interpretation of what God is. God is inside you. If God is omnipresent, God is with you all the time. Never leaves you, never forsakes you. And that's the path of the twin flame. I will never leave you nor forsake you. And that's you, your twin, and God. That's the Trinity. You, your twin, and God. Okay, in this diagram that I'm speaking about. You, your twin, God. You put God first, you put yourself first, you put your twin first. I will never leave you nor forsake you. The power is within you. You have the power to create whatever you want in your life. You have the power to change whatever you want in your life. Your life. Okay? Sometimes all you can change is your perspective and the way you react to things. Transcending pain. You know, you have a broken arm. Well, there's not really much you can do about it unless you want to take a bunch of pills. I mean, I I'd rather just go through the pain, because pain pills and all that stuff makes me sick to my stomach, and maybe a little Motrin at first couple days, whatever, to take the pain off of, just got a tooth pulled or whatever. But when it's a tolerable level of pain, we need to know our own strength. We need to know that we can transcend pain. We need to know that we can manifest whatever we want. We need to know that we can get over our fears, our doubts, our shame, lack mentality, feeling powerless, like, insecure, the ego BS of I can't do this, I can't. And the more you just say that, you're declaring your I can't presence. The more people just focus on the negative, that's what you're going to manifest, because it manifests through, it starts with how you feel about things, how you deal with things, how you process things mentally, how you react. It starts with you and it ends with you. And that's God, Alpha, Omega, okay? The beginning and the end. It starts with you and it ends with you. Self-initiation starts with you, okay? That's where it all starts. So we need to take responsibility for our own lives and the power that we have in our own life. And when we put God first, we're not judging ourselves and putting these limitations on ourselves and all these impediments in our way. We do it to ourselves. We want the sweet soul rising. Rising and rising. And that's 20. Okay, that's a 2. So I think that's where I stopped there. Well, this is interesting. 3 to 1. You, yourself, and God integrated into one. And then devotion to the small. Okay, God cares about every single part of your life, okay? You have a hangnail that's bothering you that got infected, God cares. All right? Talk to God. I don't even pray. Me and God kick back. We have conversations. I'm like, hey, what do you want me to know now? And hey, thanks for that thing the other day, and da-da-da. That's how comfortable we need to be with ourselves and with God. Right? The temple. Right? Instead of the tower, we have the temple. Turn that tower. Now we're building a temple, right? The tower card blasted all that crap out. Now we're building temple. That's our body, and our body contains our emotions and our thoughts. Okay, that 3 to 1. So integration of the self and all. And that includes you, your relationship with God and your twin. You, your twin, and God. That's a trinity, okay? It's temple time. Templeton. I remember, wasn't that the little rat from Charlotte's Web? Templeton. Seed of the heart. Okay? We're cultivating the seed of the heart and ushering that into blossoming, okay? This is what's going to exist in this new paradigm. Christ consciousness. All right, and there's Shakti. There's Divine Mother right now. That's the power of the Divine Mother, okay? Self-initiation. That's part of the Divine Mother too. It's not just sweet and soft. It's knowing how powerful we are, how strong we are. We've survived lifetime after lifetime after lifetime of persecution for this stuff, and we're finally, the time is now here to where, no, we're not going to be put down anymore. We're not going to be called, Satanists or witches, or no, we're not going to stand for that anymore. We're not going to take it anymore, and we don't even have to oppose it. It gets dissolved instantly because we don't feed it, we don't react to it. It's not part of the path. It's part of the matrix, distraction, oppositional conditioning, the dualistic nature that keeps you going crazy out of your mind. That's why God, the oneness, that's the only way. Okay? It's the only way. Knowing your own power, being heart-centered, being soft but strong. Okay, that unified polarity, that's the only way. Or else you're gonna be bipolar, and that's a death all in and of itself. That's a death all its own. Temple, I'm loving this card. It's just like all the elements come together. Oh my gosh. And then right here, it's like there's a woman and a man, or there's two, okay, flowing in. You just go with the flow of God, heart-centered, Christ consciousness, knowing your power, and you flow right to your twin. You flow right to your twin. You let God usher you along with righteousness, and you flow right to your twin. There's your temple. Okay, and the next, so that was all just the top stuff. Look at the next bottom card, drop into your heart. Okay, it's all about the Divine Mother, being heart-centered, knowing your strength, being confident in knowing who you are. Man of the earth, woman of the sky, okay, the divine masculine, divine feminine coming together. You know, we're the higher consciousness, the crown, they're the root, okay, bringing spirit into form. Where do we meet up? The heart. That's when you're the closest to God, when you're balanced within, with your twin, as above, so below, as within, so without. Oh, and that's 48, which is another 12. And it's just coming together, just like the temple, okay? We have to be in our heart. Look at the two coming together. It's beautiful. It's the rainbow, right? It's the top 3 chakras, which is more of the divine feminine essence, and then the bottom 3 chakras, red, orange, yellow, which is more of the masculine essence, and we meet in the center of the green, the heart. Now we're rainbow. Hello, holla at your rainbow. Okay, look at the void, okay? Why it's been so scary? Because it was cloaked in darkness, but it was protected by God. We're in the shadows of God and protected. Okay, now we're emerging. That's why we were hidden. It had to be protected. But now is the time that cloak's coming off. Fire and ice, okay? These are all just totally masculine, feminine, just who, right? When we're balanced. That eruption of light. All right? It's unstoppable. You're just like, your light body, hello. Instead of dragging around this heavy old meat bag, however much it weighs, God, I don't even keep track anymore. And look, yeah, yin yang lover, yin yang. Okay, self-love first, right? That's where it starts first. God speaks. And we listen. When it's any doubt or fear, you know it's not God talking, that's for damn sure. Heart fire, and that's a 1. The pearl threaded, okay, so this is kind of, I get like past life, okay? How it's all connected. We're connected to the ancients, the ancestors, God, our higher self, our twin. It's all connected. Our own little individual universes, but we're all connected. We're all on our own path, but we're all connected. And we're all connected to source. Knowing without knowing. And that was a 38, which is an 11. Okay? God Speaks was a 33. Yin Yang Lover was an 8. Eruption of Light was 11, itself an 11. The Threaded Pearl was 38. Okay, so that's another 11. Cloak was 50, so that's 5. That's change. Good, yeah, because the cloak, we're coming out of that. The Void, 4. Foundation, 4. The Void, Mother, hello. Knowing without knowing. There's just some things you don't need a tangible 3D version of it. But if you do, God will show you that. If you ask for it, you shall receive. If you're so skeptical and agnostic like I was my whole life, you need to be pounded over the head with things that are so freaking obvious. Other people would be like going out of their mind like, oh my God, what an awesome thing. And I'm just like, okay, yeah, phenomena is empty. Moving on, one miracle to the next. Can't stand in awe of yourself. Just like Jesus, who's just like, okay, who's next? Who needs to be healed? Blah, blah, blah. Moving on. Keep it moving, right? Because that's the flow of God. Keep it moving. Simplicity. You know, we don't need to make things so complicated. It's really pretty simple. We complicate things, right? The Rings of Time, 44. That's, you know, again with that threaded, pearl threaded, that past life connection. So I'm going to leave it there. Just for a moment, joy. So cherish those moments of joy, embrace them, be in the now, appreciate those moments of joy, because it's not all just purging and, you know, clearing and even the good stuff, activations, downloads, and it can be exhausting. So even, you know, and for some of you, you know, your twin has traveled great distances. Even if when you met them, they lived right next door or whatever. I mean, we've come through so many lives, great distances, great shores. My twin actually lived in Germany when he was a really young kid. So, yeah. All right. I'm going to leave it there. 69, contemplation. Leave you with some things to I can't even say this word, contemplation. I am done. 69, that's twin flame. Okay. It's also a sign for Cancer, which is my moon. Oh, I just got to show this one too because 55, my twin was born at 5:55 and it says acceptance. So change, you know, there are obstacles as opportunity for growth. And if we accept that, it's such a beautiful release, acceptance. It just really is. And look at, he's down on his knee and she's accepting his proposal. And it's kind of like all this, like God is over here, all the spirit guides observing and giving their blessings, right? This union is blessed by the highest of benevolence, okay? It's beautiful and pure and it's straight from God. So she loves, I love my twin flame, 555. My social security number starts with that prefix too, which is funny, and all the Hollywood numbers. So we need to focus on beauty. Okay, that's what I've been trying to do, even with all the chemtrails in the sky. Focus on beauty. Okay, the tangible physical beauty of life too. Okay, the crystals, the color, the rainbow, the scents, the flowers, the birds. And then you'll see how life is just gifts received. Gifts given and received. That's what it is. That's the flow of life, being in the now. Receiving God's grace and glory. And then you're so overflowing. You're like the Holy Grail. You're so overflowing with the abundance of God that you can't help but pour it out of you everywhere you go. And we're done. I love you all. Blessings to you all. I hope you enjoyed that oracle card reading. And, second celebration of the anniversary of my channel because I thought it was March, but it was actually May. I knew it was an M month, but anyway. Yeah, I love you all. Blessings to you all. Peace be upon you all. And thank you for spending some time with me. I enjoyed it. I hope you did too. Till next time. Ta-ta for now.